What is at stake in a world where some people just return from the dead arbitrarily? How do you feel scared on their behalf or yearning on their behalf? How do you feel invested in their struggles when the world is just so completely arbitrary and that they don't even particularly care about it? If you think about Jose Arcadio Buendia, who is the main character, the original patriarch of the fictional town of Macondo, the first guy we get introduced to, he is a man with a deep burning curiosity about the world. So he's obsessed with alchemy. He's trying to turn lead into gold. He wants to open up Macondo to the world. He has all these obsessions, and then that's reflected in quite a few of his descendants as well. How do you reconcile the fact that they are supposedly deeply curious, but they just have no interest whatsoever in like the fact that there's a flying carpet, or the fact that someone like is pursued by giant clouds of butterflies? So it's just, it undermines the characterization even more, because these aren't real people. They don't have real motivations and wants and desires, because the rules of the world are just totally meaningless and can't constrain them in a way that's interesting from a character point of view. So that's my deeper critique of magic realism, and the thing that I just can't. I know that it doesn't mean that the genre stinks, as who was it, Neruda or Bolaños said. It's just that it has these limitations, put it that way. And so I'm back with the impressionistic reading, which is fine. It's just, is it fine for 400 pages? You know, in my experience, no, and maybe in your experience, in your guys' experience too. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have the exact same notes. I even have my notes even say I agree with Rich. that we're the most agreeable.
Evergreen.
Yeah.
This is like Melchiada's parchment prediction.
Yeah.
This is all determined.
Always on mic though. It's just it's as you said, even without the magic, you're not invested in these characters. Random stuff's happening, and the magic kind of accentuates it and elevates it.
I mean, I think the point that it makes it harder to identify and understand their struggles as characters and to like empathize with them is a very deep point, because you're not sure how they view the world now. You don't have any sort of mental model of being able to sympathize with them, because you don't know what's going to surprise them, what's going to be off-putting, what sort of solutions they might bring to bear on the problems that they're facing in their lives, because they could just pull literally a rabbit out of a hat and solve it in some bizarre way that you hadn't foreseen, and that wouldn't like break the rules of magical realism. Whereas, you know, that's not the case in when we're reading Crime and Punishment, right? And then you can really sympathize with the character, because you understand the rules. You know, this guy has killed this old woman. To some extent, you can put yourself there and then understand what sort of tools are available to him to solve his problems. You can understand the struggles he's undergoing, but like really cuts off your ability as the reader to engage in any sort of like cognitive empathy with the characters. And that just makes for a very hard, disorienting reading experience.